Stop press. Must read at all cost. Greetings to all SME sales and marketing professionals. Once again, we are very happy to present to you our weekly bulletin specially sourced and adapted for sales and marketing professionals, like yourself. Believe me, this bulletin may shock you off your socks from your very feet. Please view it for yourself and you will agree with me. Really? Joke aside, by the way, if you don't know me yet, my name is Madam Sophia, a virtual assistant to CTM Joseph NG, your sales and marketing e-coach and e-mentor. Yours truly will deliver this week's message. Headline: Presenting a startup success, a shining example. Don't give up. Stay focused and persistent. That was the advice of Tan Xuan Seer and Liang Shermaine, the husband and wife team behind an online food delivery platform that was recently acquired by AirAsia for $9.8 million or RM 41.4 million. Having delivered more than 1 million orders, the duo, who started Delivery in 2012, have a fleet of some 4,000 delivery partners sending food from over 4,500 merchants. Both alumni of INTI, International College Penang, they encouraged students and aspiring startups to keep at it. Have always convinced myself that the more difficult the path, the closer I'll get to success. It is always a good idea to start your career as an employee in order to learn and get experience. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you can choose to work in a startup company and learn directly from the founder, Tan said in a press release from the varsity. From having careers in engineering and accountancy to founding Penang's first online food delivery company, Tan and Liang are proof that there is no limit to what you can achieve. When you realize that you are establishing a startup that can provide value and impact to your community, it makes you feel stronger and inspired to continue growing, said Liang when asked what their greatest source of motivation was. Tan earned his diploma in electrical and electronic engineering from INTI College Penang before pursuing his bachelor's and master's degrees in engineering in the United Kingdom. After returning from the UK, he worked in the research and development departments of several multinational corporations. Liang considers her husband to be a powerful motivator. Xuan Seer has always been exceptionally hardworking and ambitious, making sure that he takes advantage of every opportunity to advance his engineering career. To earn a little extra, he also lectured at INTI, said Liang, who pursued the New South Wales Higher School Certificate, NSWHSC, offered by INTI College Penang before completing her tertiary education in Australia. Every lesson at INTI has touched me and made me whole, Tan shared when asked how that tertiary education experience at INTI had served them well in their work. End of touching news source November 10, 2021. By the way, are you happy with this week's bulletin? I hope you do.as. For myself, it is a very encouraging news. You ask why? Both husband and wife has proven the proverb, where there a will, there is way. Agree or not? P.S. Please give us a thumbs up. Also do subscribe to our channel, so you would not miss out any of our practical and useful video clips. We love your feedbacks to improve the quality of our weekly bulletin. Alright. PPS. Before we part company, may I introduce Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph. She will deliver a free chapter of the book, How to Close Every Sale and Every Time. Until we meet again, this is Madam Sophia wishing you a fond goodbye and happy selling. Thanks a million. Okay.
Thank you, Madam Sophia, for appointing me to deliver the chapter 18, that is the call back, close. It's from the book, How to Close Every Sale and Every Time, written and published by author CTM Joseph NG. Without speaking another word, may I introduce myself as Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph NG. Alright, here is the free chapter. Chapter 18, the call back, close. Quote, everybody recognize, however, that sometimes it's simply not possible to close the sale on the first call. What can you do when a husband or wife states most emphatically that he or she cannot or will not buy anything without his or her spouse's approval? Quote, by Charles R. Whitlock in his book, Secrets of Successful Selling, the something new method of getting the commitment to buy, I would like to call the call back, close. Now, assume you are in a sales interview with a prospect, and did not get a sale. Even if you have separated yourself from the prospective buyer, you can sometimes reopen the interview and get the sale. call on the phone. It might work to write in a letter or go see in person and go in on the second attempt in an interview with these words. I am very sorry, sir or madam. Where I write this term, you would use the prospect's name. I am very sorry, sir, but the last time we talked there was something I forgot to tell you and I think it is important to you. If your prospect allow one more interview, and this method has never failed me to get a second or subsequent interviews. You tell him something you have not told him before. Something that is important to your prospect. It's good to say that there is something I forgot to tell you and I think it is important to you. The curiosity of that alone will cause your prospect to want to know what it is that you think it is important to him. Normally, he wants to hear it. He will want it immediately. Now, when you get back with him and you told him something important to him, go right back into your sales interview as if you were doing for the first time. But this time, in your interview you refer back to the previous interview with such statements like, you will recall we said this, you remember we talk about this, and just casually refer back to the previous interview. Continue to interview in this manner up to the point of getting his commitment, and this, something new, will usually get your prospect's commitment. Summary: not to sound like a broken record, this paragraph will distill the essence of this chapter. Okay. For starters, do recall seriously the words of Charles R. Whitlock in his book, Secrets of Successful Selling. Remember, the call back close is also known as the something new method of getting the commitment to buy. Also, not to forget, the word something new is a second chance strategy to get another interview, and used only if the sales professional did not get a sale on the first interview. It is critical to use words like, the last time we talked there was something you forgot to tell the prospect and I think it is important to him. To repeat, the curiosity of that alone will cause your prospect to want to know what it is that you think it is important to him. Take note again, the salesperson must get right back into his sales interview as if you were doing for the first time. But this time, in your interview you causally refer back to the previous interview. Finally, such tactics will normally get prospects' commitment. Does that ring a bell? A big yes, if you ask me. Agree. Conclusion: therefore, do allow me to close the chapter with a big bang regarding the call back close technique. It is fitting to wrap up this chapter by quoting the words of Dave Johnson. It reads like this: if you fail to close the sale on the first call, the prospect may receive negative feedback from a spouse, employer, friends, or professional advisor. All these comments may or may not contain a great deal of truth. In all honesty, in all my 30-odd years in my career as a sales professional, I cannot find a better way to close the sales in a such situation. I believe you can testify this truth for me. Am I right? You bet. With these final words, I will here and now end this chapter joyfully. Any problem? P.S. If you like this chapter and the ebook, you can always order this ebook by contacting the author personally, ctmjoseph@josephsing@gmail.com, or WhatsApp him at 601-2387-8592. This ebook is currently on offer at only $1 United States $1.99 or RM 8.00 for exclusively for sales professionals like yourself. It is for limited time only. So, hurry now to secure your order. Yes. Thanks a million.